Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, strange things are happening to me. I swear I just looked at the clock and it said that it was 10:02. And then I've looked over, it's 10 o'clock on the dot right now. But when I looked over again, when I sat down, it's 10:01 now. But it said 10:02 because I thought to myself, oh, I've just missed 10:01. It's just turned to that, but it wasn't. It was 9:59. So I don't even know how that makes any sense, it being 9:59. And I'm thinking that it said 10:02, I think it was, or 10:03. 10:02. Oh no. There's a card here that wants to be seen. The Magician. Oh, I don't know what we're doing with time. Because I just kind of lost 3 minutes. Let's put him in. Okay. Two of Swords on the bottom here. I don't even think I want to use these cards. I think I'm talking to the Divine Masculine today. Sorry. Good morning. Okay. I was just a bit confused about time. I'm going to use a Witch's Tarot. Okay, and I'm going to do you a Celtic Cross, and we're going to see what the issue is. We're still waiting for this storm to pass. It's still a bit, waiting for this storm to pass. Not pass, to pass, but to past. Okay, what's going on? We're a bit, everywhere. Are we? Are we time hopping? Okay. It's still a bit breezy out there. Still the remnants of the storm. Okay, let's do a Celtic Cross. We've got the washing machine on. Hopefully it won't be too long. It said 11 minutes when I had a look at the timer. Won't be too long. Right, okay, let's have a look and see what we're talking about today. Where are we with Friday? I thought we were Thursday again. I don't even really remember much of yesterday's reading, the weekend read, so okay, that's cool. So your issue, or what we're talking about, is the Knight of Pentacles, bringing in this long-term offer. Security, stability. Okay, you're on your horse. That's exactly what you're wanting. What's the challenges? So what's the challenges? We all know that the Knight of Pentacles is nice and slow and steady. Let's see. I'm not reading all of it. But let's see what the Knight of Pentacles wants to say. Okay, Pentacles, where are you? Here you are. When the Knight of Pentacles arrives in a reading, expect a test of some kind. A test of time. This will not be a drama-filled scenario, but a but a quiet test of your honour and personal beliefs. Remember that the Green Knight of legend was a tester of other knights. While he is a friendly character, he was also mysterious. In a reading, the Knight of Pentacles also represents a down-to-earth young man with a dark complexion and eyes. He is kind, compassionate, dependable, faithful, hard-working, and practical. Let's get it all out. This card may also indicate that enrolment in a university, trade, or technical school is in the future. I don't know when the future is, to be honest, because we seem to be time hopping today, so could be now. I did say that some good stuff was coming for you guys, okay? So this card may also indicate that enrolment in a university, trade, or technical school is in the future. Like all of the other Knight cards, the Knight of Pentacles is also a movement card, but the movement here is more methodical. This Knight takes his time, actively observes, and then thoughtfully moves forward to deal with any challenges. So I believe that it's time for you to thoughtfully move forward to deal with any challenges. I was going to say thoughtfully move forward with any challenges, but thoughtfully moves forward to deal with any challenges. The challenge of the Knight of Pentacles is that active observation and methodical movement is necessary. Deal with any challenges in this way and you will attain a quiet victory. So you're very quiet and mysterious at the moment. Being very methodical. Observing. So you've still got this observant energy where you're not actually making a move, but you are planning, you're thinking very much about the future. I tell you what I did feel like doing before I came on, and I thought, I'm not doing that. It's like, where are the cards saying that you'll be from a year from now? And I thought, that's way too far in the distance to be planning that, like to actually give you a card reading on that. But that's kind of like the energy that I got was, well, where am I going to be a year from now? Maybe the cards will tell you, I don't know. Let's have a look at the challenge. Because I feel like there's a fear about the longevity of this, the stability. Will it work? Will it be beneficial? It's like, will there be a payoff? Okay, let's have a look at any challenges. We've got the moon. Fly me to the moon. Okay, the moon. I'm not sure how I feel about this character on here. This is the card of the crone goddess. Waning moon, magic, intuition and illusions. It may also represent a development of psychic powers. When this card appears in a reading, it reveals that people and situations are not always as they appear. I did pick up a kind of karmic energy on this. Got the wolves in the background here. It's like if you're not careful, the wolves are going to get you. Or maybe the wolves are going to try and get this stag here. Be alert, Divine Masculine. Things may not be as they seem. It may also represent a development of psychic powers. When this card appears in a reading, it reveals that people and situations are not always as they appear. The moonlight can be deceptive. What looks one way during the day may appear completely different under the shifting light of the moon. You need to look carefully at what you think you see. Call on your guides, totems, and hectate. I believe that's how you say it. I don't know what that word is. To see past the fog and to recognise the truth. Use your psychic gifts and trust your intuition. Work magic with... I'm going to have to work out this word. Hectate now to see through any illusions and for the gifts of foresight, wisdom and protection. Things are not as they seem, Divine Masculine, regarding your future. I don't feel it's with the feminine. I feel that you're sorting out some other kind of stuff. But I need to look up this word if it's going to tell me what it means. He ate is what it's put up. H-E-T. Oh no. H-E-C-A-T-E. Hecate. I think that's how you might say it. It says H-E-K-E-T-E. Hecate was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, moon, ghosts, and I don't know how we say this, necromancy. She was the only child of the Titans, Perseus and Asteria, from whom she received her powers, power over heaven, earth and the sea. Hecate assisted Demeter in her search for Persephone, guiding her through the night with flaming torches. I want to have a look at what their animal spirit is. Don't ask me why. Sacred to, if I'm saying it right, Hecate. All wild animals are sacred to Hecate, and she sometimes appears three-headed as dog. Well, I've been speaking about Fluffy in Harry Potter. Horse or bear or dog, snake and lion. But the creatures of darkness and of the earth are most sacred to her: ravens, owls, crows, snakes and dragons. Okay, right. I'm not sure where we're going with that, but I'm sure it'll come in. The key words are the crone aspect of the goddess, waning moon magic, protection magic, seeing through what others would keep hidden, intuition and the development of psychic powers, wisdom gained through the years of life experiences. Wow. Okay, some kind of lesson. Your psychic powers are opened up and you can see the truth. You can see through the illusion. A three-headed dog here. I just didn't feel a very great energy with it. So let's have a look at what's gone on in the past. Six of Cups. We've got children here. I'm just going to say children. They're playing outside the home. A little water pump here. Now with the water pump, I want to say this is about consistency and the flow. When you are pumping the water pump, it takes a lot of effort to get that water up, okay, and flowing. If you let go of the pump, it's going to drain all the way back down and you've got to put in all your effort again. So once it's pumping, you can just keep it pumping and the flow goes. It's easy. The momentum's there. But this one's kind of a, I feel like it's a, well, I don't know, because it's flowing here. So you've got memories of love, okay, and about growing beautiful flowers, love. I'm not sure what flowers they are in these cups. And then we have a masculine who's looking at this. Now this raven here, if it's a raven, is offering a pentacle. But the masculine here is still kind of pausing, looking at these two children. Something about the well of prosperity. Pumping the well of prosperity here. So I feel as if the consistency here may not be great for your own childhood dreams to come true, but also I believe of children. I think that what this connection needs is the Two of Cups, which are in the water here. The Four of Cups is about being unhappy, so this will to the number of 6, which is harmony. The masculine here is now having a look. There's illusions here. Things aren't really what they seem. I feel as if how things are during the day seem very different at night, so behind closed doors. The daytime here, it all looks rosy, as if everything's kind of flowing. The house is in the background. But what happens at night? Because it seems like it's a completely different story. Okay. I don't feel like reading about the past. We will if we have to. What's going on right now? The Six of Wands. So this is you wanting recognition, reward. You're going after your worth. Okay. So you've been feeling a lack of worth here. You're understanding your own worthiness. This is like you want to be recognised for your efforts. Because I feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort with pumping that well, that water, and keeping the water flowing. But if you back off and you let it drop, it's like you have to start from ground zero again. So we've got the Six of Wands. This could be about you wanting your children to appreciate, recognise you, be proud of you. So Divine has kept you out of the picture, so you can have a really good look at this, become enlightened. You've got that pentacle there. Seems to be in your hand now, the pentacle. So it's like you've come down from the Hangman. You would have been up there a while. It's the Knight of Pentacles, long time to sit back, observe, and then plan. So let's look into the future energy. I'm not saying like a year from now. You just need to focus in the now. Yeah, you've got the Eight of Swords, so you've got a feminine here, zero interference. I believe she is just following the flow. It's like she's waiting for a new dawn. Look at the colours of the clouds in the background. Waiting for the mist to clear. She's following that sword of resurrection now, although it's not really leading her anywhere at the moment. She's just quite still. Actually, it looks like she's in chains. I'm in chains. I can't remember the rest of the words to that song. I'm in chains, that's it. I'm sure she could wiggle out of them though. Okay, now I feel like this is the violet ray. Here's the feminine in the violet ray. It's like she's topping up her resources. You're looking towards her as if that's where you're going. She's not aware of it. You bring that new dawn, that new day, new life for you, and you're feeling good. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on behind the scenes then. Happiness, positivity, sunflower, youthfulness, innocence. You look a little bit nervous. Your horse doesn't. The horse says, I know exactly where we're going and what we're doing. I have a plan. And it's like you're just trusting now. How are you viewing yourself? Wanting to charge in, it's what you're planning. A knight in shining armour, you've got your 2 of wands there, which means kind of you're wanting to share that wand with another. To partner up, buddy up with another. You want to come charging in like a knight in shining armour. How others are viewing you, or how this is affecting others. 10 of Swords, everyone else has had it. How others are viewing you, you're done in. I felt the masculine's really, really tired. Yesterday. I felt you were so tired that at some point you're just going to have to surrender. Whatever that is to you. But it's tiring now on you and your body. Okay? And then that pump. It takes 2, baby. Just me and you. Okay, I felt like it was 2 to keep the pump going. So when one of you drops back, the other one takes over and keeps everything flowing until you can kind of get yourself back up, find your mojo again, and then it's a tag team. Okay. So you're at the end of, you feel like you're at the end of your life, at the end of the story. I don't want to say the end of the road. You're at the end of the story, this chapter. It's closing. It's closing up. Hopes or fears. The Hermit, just coming out. You've got a lot of knowledge now. You've been doing a lot of observing, a lot of knowledge. You just need to find your way out now of this icy, cold terrain. You're thawing out. Okay, so you're warming up now to the idea. This might just be the idea of a new chapter. Okay, let's have a look at the outcome. The Empress. So I feel this is the Divine Feminine. So she's got this halo of like stars around her head. The outcome is the Empress. We're going to have to delve into this a bit deeper. It's not too over the place. There isn't any major issues, apart from seeing through the illusion and then having to do something about it. Your pump of prosperity has kind of slacked because you lost momentum. It's okay, you was meant to. You was meant to see what would happen if you lost momentum. It's like you needed to see really how your life was affected when you were taken out of the equation. Makes you realise you're a big part of it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. It's the feminine. Now, I picked up on the feminine feeling, well, myself, I could feel your energy tired. Okay, so resting, rejuvenating. Now, the 3 swords, this is the 4 of Swords, but the 3 swords here are against the, okay, against the wall. I was just seeing where the other one is and she's holding it. So those 3 swords against the wall mean that I want to say they've been taken out of that broken heart. So it's healing now after past heartache. The feminine's here, it's kind of what's going on behind the scenes for the Divine Feminine. She's healing, but she's also picking up on your heartache. I want to say she's helping you to pull the swords out of your own heart. Forgiveness, you understanding your worth, seeing your worth. Okay. Seeing things clearly now. How things vary between night and day. feel like this is like mood swings through night and day. Are we going to use the Rider-Waite? Okay, we'll use the Rider-Waite. Why am I singing Kylie Minogue? I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. So you feel, well, your luck's down. It's not. There's dragons flying everywhere. Good luck for you guys. Your luck's not down, okay? Just, your pump's gone a bit dry. We need to prime the pump of prosperity. Priming the pump of prosperity. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. This is changing for you, okay? It's going to start flowing again. It's you, about you finding the components. Find what works so that you can keep the consistency flowing. This love growing. Okay. It's changing. The arrow's pointing. He's going to come in. But it's something about the wolves and this stag in the background. Okay. Need to be alert. So the Wheel of Fortune's here. So whatever, what goes up must come down. But then at some point it's going to rise again, okay? Because the wheel always turns. So if you've been down on your luck, do not fear. It's changing. Do not fear. Help is here. The moon. The divine feminine. Do not fear. Help is here. And you've got the divine feminine. It's like you have been sending her birds, communicating. She's been sending them back. It's like owl post. Although this looks like a... Is it a parrot? A cockatiel, I want to say. Is that how you say them, pronounce them? I'm not sure. I'm not great with my birds. Why do I feel as if that moon energy there is the karmic energy, and then we've got the divine feminine, and I feel like this this karmic has been mimicking the divine feminine. I picked up that she was kind of watching the divine feminine quite closely, so now she's trying to mimic the divine feminine. Behind the scenes, maybe? Okay, the masculine's watching this. It's like she's a bit of a copycat. Causing a bit of a racket. Can you go louder? I mean, come on. That's kind of like the energy I'm feeling from this. I feel it is a deceitful energy. It causes a bit of a racket. Noisy. It'll pass. It's like what makes a lot of noise must shut up at some time. At some point. Okay, Six of Cups with the Hangman, past energy, and we've got the High Priestess. Your intuition. Now this is your feminine intuition. I spoke about how the masculines are raising their children with their divine feminine light coming through them. Okay. There it is with the children, balancing of the masculine feminine energy. It said that your psychic powers were very heightened at the moment, and here you are again, who's been pulled out because it's the end of this chapter. The way you're going to move forward now, like, I feel like you've been trying to do it all alone, but you cannot keep that pump going. You have to have some respite. We all need time out, and when you're looking after children and like you feel that they're your sole responsibility, it's hard to get that, but you're just burnt out. So I feel like you need aid, assistance. So what you thought you could do alone and maybe wanted to do alone, it's not the case anymore. Okay. Here's your recognition. I'm going to read this one. I felt here as if we can't expect our children, if you're looking after children on your own, we can't really expect our children to give us that recognition because they're just our kids. they don't really know how this works, or where they're meant to show appreciation, or how much actually that their parents do struggle, because we don't tend to put that upon our children. So it's hard when you're trying to do a good job, and there's not really anyone saying to you, you're doing a good job. Your kids will tell you later on, though. They'll understand as they get older. Okay. So it's like what the work that you do now, it will be recognised. That's why it's really important to make sure that you are doing the work now, because if you don't do the work, that's going to be recognised later when your children get older. These kids are quite clever, okay? And it's like with any childhood healing. At the time, we don't say anything, okay? Because we don't know. It's when we get older and we look back and we kind of think, oh, that was just so screwed up. Okay, but at the time, you're living in it. We don't realise all these traumas that we put onto our children. Okay, not intentionally. Well, until you're aware that it's later on. Just let that washing machine spin out. Let the cycle finish. This is a victory card, symbolising achievements, recognition, compliments, success, accomplishment and well-deserved accolades after hard work. You can overcome any obstacles if you work at it. This card can also remind us to hang in there. Times may be tough, but you will get through it and come out victorious if you keep trying. Keywords: victory, achievement, recognition for a job well done, compliments and success, accomplishments after hard work. Wow. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. Here comes your prosperity. It's coming. It's coming. You're going to be rewarded, okay? Don't turn your back on it, though. It's like, don't think you've got to do all this alone. You won't. There is a point, okay, where divine feminines and divine masculines do have to step out on their own. The divine feminines seem to be very much into mission work, taking that step, okay, into ideas, projects, without anyone else's input or encouragement, and being confused of a direction to go. The divine feminines still have chosen an area and are focusing on it, regardless, on their own. Okay, they're focusing on their legacy. For the masculines, because we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which means the divine feminine's at the divine feminine stage. Okay, she's managed to get her pentacles in order. This is something that we would normally rely on a masculine to do, to be the provider, to provide the money, the ideas. If anything goes wrong, you would kind of, as a feminine, look to your partner and say, well, what are we going to do then? So when there isn't a partner, the divine feminine's like, well, there's no one to ask what to do, so you go within. You go to divine, what am I going to do? Can you guide me, please? Because there is no one else to guide. Now, the masculines need to be getting to the 9 of Cups, okay? And that's embracing love and their emotions. So the things that the feminines would normally do, the motherly role, okay, the nurturing, the caring. But then that can have an impact on the producing these pentacles. It's like, how do you get the balance of being that nurturing, caring role model as a parent, but also then being able to provide? And that's why it's quite good to have an equal balance between partner, in your partnership. Okay, so you know that one can, sort out this, and then the other one can take care of themselves or the children, and you can swap it around. Someone needs to stay at home, then you stay at home. The other one will be able to go out. You're a team. So, it's here. It's like, hang on in there. Hang on in there, baby. Please don't let me go. Or is it let me down? I'm not sure. I think it's let me down. Please don't destroy this good love I found. I don't know, just sing it. Just sing your way through it. Love. People think you're crazy. Can you imagine? Yeah. You probably think you've gone crazy anyway. Does that make me crazy? It's like, just like you. Oh, crazy dudes here. 2 crazy dudes. Okay. You've got the Magician. So again, this is in the future energy. The Magician is sorting this out. The Divine Feminine is in her space. She's got that sword of resurrection there. She's not touching it. Okay, it's like she doesn't need to touch it. It's not hers to touch. She might be keeping it safe. We saw her bottom of the deck here carrying the sword here. She might be keeping it safe. It's like she's saging now. Darker energies away while she's resting. She's definitely focusing. I feel like the Divine Feminine is very much actually working on healing this heartache for both sides of the party. Behind the scenes, we've got you as the Sun. So, positive. Okay, optimistic. A new lease on life. Fresh, new ideas. And things are going to grow very quickly. But you have to take that leap of faith. It's like a childlike wonder. You do have to, because you're unhappy. Okay, there's the offer. It's being like still given to you as an option. But you're still well, you're gonna have to put your positivity pants on. Get your cup of sunshine. Get some nectar into you. You need some honey. How you're viewing yourself? Well, you're wanting to charge off. Knight in shining armour. You've got plans. You've even got the cord here, the red cord. So you know that this is a divine connection. You're being directed, look. Okay, so you need to tap into your own inner wisdom. Your psychic powers, abilities are very strong. You can sense any illusions, anything that's fake. Okay? They're going to give you the go-ahead, look. You're waiting. You could be ready. But it's like you're waiting for something. How others are viewing you? Well, tired, done in. You might look a bit worn out. Or maybe at night time you look very worn out. There's an owl here. So you could be really running around during the day. Okay, like doing it all. Trying to be the magician. And then at night time, you're absolutely knackered, like crashed out. Yeah, you're busy working. Maybe a bit too busy working on this. How others are viewing you working too hard to try and balance out all these components. Okay, you need aid, you need help. We've got the Hermit. You're thawing out a bit here. It's like you're on the edge of the cliff. Don't jump. Hang on in there. Hang on in there, baby. Okay, so you got your positivity here. Don't worry, it's coming. If you're struggling at the moment doing everything on your own, don't worry. Relief will be coming. But you have to understand that you can't do it all alone. You need to take that time out to rest for yourself, and then you're going to be so much more of use to everyone. It looks like here you're trying to juggle jobs, a home, kids, upbringing, raising children, being that role model. Trying to be positive. The outcome is the Empress. The Ten of Wands means that you're nearly home. Okay? Now, whether or not this is you're nearly home to the Divine Feminine, or whether there is another feminine at home who's not pulling her weight and you're doing it all, and she's sitting back watching you do it. You can take it however it resonates. You'll know. You've got a King of Cups here, which is a very loving, devoted father. Okay? I feel like there is a marriage over here. We keep picking up on this ring. Or the marriage is going to be over soon. There's no point. You're better off. When you're in this situation and you are doing everything and you watch someone that doesn't really contribute anything, any ideas, any input, it's all on you. Even to the point where you kind of go, what do you want for dinner? Oh, I don't mind. And you're like, oh, great, I'll make the choice then, shall I? Or, you know, you're cooking dinner all the time. You're looking after yourself. There's no one kind of taking care of you, and you're taking care of the world. You would rather be on your own, okay, and dealing with it all, because when you are on your own and you're trying to deal with your work and your children, finances, the home life, social life, I think that one goes right out of the picture. But you don't have anyone to complain to, because if you've got someone around who's not pulling their weight, the first person you want to kind of say to is them. It's like, no, this isn't fair. When you don't have anyone, you have no one to rely and depend on. So you just get on with it and you do it yourself. And I believe that's a lesson that both the Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines do need to learn. And it will help to appreciate each other, because they're both very much loving, giving, compassionate, sharing individuals. Okay. But they've just been used to really taking care of everyone else and taking care of themselves. It's going to feel a little bit alien to have someone that actually does want to do what you've done and gives you a break. Okay. But you're not the only kind of you out there. There's lots of us that are loving and caring and are abused. Okay, and don't receive that back to the same degree that we give. But as long as we keep giving, you must believe the law will deliver to you your vibration. Okay? That's why you've got to hang on in there. Very interesting reading. 37 minutes. I'm going to get you an Archangel animal. There's definitely still a third energy lingering around here. A third person. You've got a rat. You've got a rat. There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat that rat, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna beat that rat. Okay, you be 40. You be 40, it's like that midlife crisis age. That's what they say. Midlife transition, I say. Whoop! Worked out. I've got about 58 years left, if that's right. Anyway, I think so. I'm not going to work it out now. Be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. Archangels Gabriel and Zadkiel. Zadkiel kept coming up yesterday. A lot, I noticed. There's a rat in the kitchen. What are you going to do? Just leave it be. It will go. It's obviously likes your kitchen. Okay. Well, I say that with mice. I don't know how I feel with a rat in the kitchen. Rats are highly evolved and intelligent creatures with big hearts, and they originate on Neptune. They offered to undertake a sacred mission on Earth to consume sewage and garbage here, as well as the psychic rubbish around it. This worked well until humans created so much waste and negativity that rats could no longer transmute it all. There you go. Doing it all on their own, transmuting all this negativity. Although more rodents arrived to help, they were all in overload and developed disease. Please be careful, because this kind of energy will make you ill. Okay, whenever you're poorly, the first thing you need to do is check your happiness levels. And remember that the most successful person is the happiest. Nothing to do with money. Okay, so this is interesting. Although more rodents arrived to help, they were all in overload and developed disease. Humans started to persecute them. Now rats live in fear, so they can no longer transform and purify our debris into love. Okay. Recently, new elementals have arrived from another universe to help consume and clear waste on land and in the water. But it's time for humans to take responsibility for the rubbish we leave, both physical and emotional. Well cared for pet rats are very clever and much loved. They are holding the true vision of Rat's noble mission. Rat's noble mission. Okay. The guidance. The Rat card reminds you that when you are acting with the best and noblest intentions, you may still be misunderstood. In extreme cases, you may even be persecuted. I think we've all had a dose of that, haven't we? There will always be those who want to put out the light of others. I swear to God, I've had my light trampled over, buckets of water thrown over it. How dare you be so positive? It's worse when you're not. It's worse when you have a down day. It's like, how dare you be so negative? Or how dare you not be positive all the time? It's like, make up your mind. My positivity pisses you off, that you can't be around it for too long. The light's too bright that you just want to dampen it. Okay? Try and put fear into me and all this toxic energy. Or, when I am down, well then I'm in trouble then. Because I'm not lighting up your life. It's like, come on, what do you want, blood? Drain me of it, dear one. That. Oh well, let the truth be told. Let the truth be known. It is the truth. They're energy vampires. They suck all the life out of you. They don't care. Not really. And then they just desert you and abandon you or persecute you. That's what I feel us light workers are up against. Okay? So your guidance is to let no one diminish you. Instead, remain true to your pure purpose and hold your vision like a bright flame. I dare you to come near my flame and piss on my bonfire. Never again. Okay, takes a while to get rid of all those people though. Seriously. Later on, you'll understand why these people, why your life, went to pot. Okay, these people were not coming with you. They're not allowed. They dulled your flame. How dare they? Do your best at all times and only take on that which you can handle. Check internally that you are taking responsibility for your actions, and then relax and know that your life mission will eventually be recognised and you will receive your just reward. You will. Hang on in there. It's because you're on your own as well. Okay, easy target. Wait until you're with your counterpart. Then let's see anyone try and dull your flame. If anyone does, your other flame will just ignite you. The flames won't go out. There's two of them. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere about twin flames. And how they operate together and their purpose. They keep each other aflame. Okay? They can tell when one of them is it's getting lower and lower. And the other one knows what to do. Support. You've got to keep the fire burning. Keep the love yearning. I don't know if they're the words, seriously. Okay, we've got the rat. UB40. I love UB40. Red, red wine. Okay, well, I don't really do the wine. Should we have a look at the Archangel Oracle cards? Singing like the rap part in Red Red Wine. Red Red Wine, you make me feel so fine. You keep me rocking all of the time. Okay, so alcohol may have been a substitution. Okay. Normally that's to dull out any pain. A life review. Well, we kind of know that. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. It takes courage to look at your life, yet if done with compassion and a sense of humour, you'll grow and learn from a life review. I'll help you take stock of where you've been. We'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are a valuable asset for today and tomorrow. So all you need to really focus on is getting through today, and we've got tomorrow. I don't like that saying that you've got to get through the day, but you're tired. Okay? You've got to hang on in there. Relief's coming. You need to do a life review though. Nothing's going to change if you don't change. You're the change agent. But I feel like you've got no energy to do it. No fight left in you. What's the point? There's a big point. And a year from now, things are going to be so much different. You're going to kind of look back and laugh on this. And you're going to say, thank the Lord for that. Because it got you out of something and into a new cycle, a new chapter. Okay. I'll help you take stock of where you've been. We'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are a valuable asset for today and tomorrow. We'll also notice life patterns that aren't serving your highest good, and we'll take steps to release those patterns. Working with Archangel Jeremiah. One of Jeremiah's purposes is to help newly crossed over souls review their lives. He also helps those who are still living to make life reviews. Take time soon to be alone and ask Jeremiah to help you review where you've been, what you've learned, and what patterns you're ready to release, and what you're grateful for in your life. I think you'll be grateful for some assistance, so you didn't feel like you were just kind of carrying the burden of the world on your shoulders. Let's, one more. Take back your power. Well, we know that. Come on. We had it yesterday. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. We're going to have to read it again. Repetition is the key, okay, to getting the knowledge in. Let's read again. You have to keep practicing this. You're a luminary, a sage, a wise one, a high priestess, high priest, a wizard, and a supreme manifester. It's like, so what the fuck are you doing in that situation? Okay, well, we're going to laugh about it at some point, but you're going to get yourself out of there. That's not where you belong. Now is the time to summon up your spiritual strength and power and put your authority into action. Lovingly and firmly transform your intentions into reality. Say prayers about your intentions and ask for guidance and signs to shape your manifestations to the highest possible level. Do look out for the signs, they are coming, but they're already with you. So Archangel Raziel's name means secrets of God, and the Archangel will help you, and this Archangel will help you understand esoteric spiritual ideas and apply them in practical ways. Call upon Raziel to assist your alchemical work to turn ideas into gold. Okay. Just coming across a little gold mine here. It's like, don't stop chiseling away. It's like that person that stops, you know, just on the other side, like they were there. The gold was there. It's like, don't quit. Right before the miracle arrives. Okay, hang on in there. I wanted to get an oracle of shadows and light. What's she pointing at? I've never noticed this before. Look up to the stars. It's written in the stars, everything that you need to know. Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay. Oh, you've got a grumpy red fairy. Be your true self. Card number 8. It's like Little Red Riding Hood. She was like tricked. She thought it was her grandma. It was a big bad wolf. Message. Be your true self. Love and light. About the grumpy red fairy. The grumpy red fairy is tired of being judged by people. Busy. Okay. The grumpy red fairy is tired of being judged by people busy, sticking noses in her business, declaring she doesn't look happy enough, or saying that she should look and act and dress another way. She's very cross because it's tiring walking down the street or into school or around teachers or parents or friends or classmates who evaluate her. It's true that she's quirky and punky and that she never smiles unless she truly wishes to. She's often silent and can feel very out of sorts, but she's never disruptive or unkind or cruel. She just knows it's time to be real and not fall into a trap of faking a smile. She'd rather frown till she giggles. The grumpy red fairy speaks. I want to be me and be free without everyone giving me an opinion. I like being different. I won't be changing unless I want to. I don't need to change to fit in. I only need to be true to me. And the people who think I should be smiling or wearing a pretty dress and that I should stop messing with my hair, they can just deal with it. Some folks do gasp at tattoos, piercings, black clothes, but guess what? Some of the world's scariest looking people are the kindest and sweetest on the inside. You too are fiery, playful, defiant, and lots of fun. Be you. Be rebellious even. Who's to say how you should look or behave? Conformists, that's who. Let's burst their boring bubble and go wild. The divination message. To some people in this world, sadly but oh so truly, it is all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they've put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others, like you and the grumpy red fairy, feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When the grumpy red fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just be your own true self, whoever that is, from day to day. Wear black. Experiment with your hair and your own personal style. Play the drums. Join a rock band. Just don't fake it. Don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nicey nice just because you think that's how you should be. Be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things. Find out who you are. Then the smiles that do come will be genuine and will warm the hearts of us all. That's why we're not looking too far into a year. Okay, who knows who you're going to be? Okay, you've got to find you first and allow you just to flow. And it will change. That was a great message to get, guys. I'm going to get an enchanted map. I'm going to end on a Mother Mary for you. Magic Stream. 18. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is a danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. Of course it will. Okay, but you've got to do it for you. You've got to be you and choose to take this journey. Okay, it's your journey. You're part of the conscious collective awareness. Okay, what was I going to end on? A Mother Mary. Okay, let's finish off this reading. Our Lady of Nourishment, card 34. It's like it's a baby here, but he looks like quite a big baby, doesn't he? Okay, you need some nourishment, Divine Masculine. Do you hunger, my child, for love, for security, for knowing that all will be well? Do you hunger for food, for possessions, for relationships, for opportunities to be free in the world and make your mark? Do you hunger, my child, for feelings of tenderness, appreciation and acknowledgement? Let me fulfill that hunger now through the divine presence and the bounty that it brings. Let me fulfill that hunger that you may know fullness, not only fed by the spiritual worlds, but nourished through delight in your precious life, in this physical world through which you are approaching your spiritual enlightenment. In the physical world, hunger can be painful. It can be very real. It can be the very real physical suffering of impoverished bodies. Give me the words. Poverty, basically. Impoverished bodies. Hunger can also exist as a subtle, but just as real, and at another level. We're going to have to start again, guys. Let's read this. In the physical world, hunger can be painful. It can be the very real physical suffering of impoverished bodies. Hunger can also exist as a subtle, but just as real, at another level, just as painful, spiritual poverty that threatens the continuing existence of the human soul. The human soul is most precious. It is what allows for wild animals and sublime spirit to unite, for flesh to become sacred, and for spirit to become tangible, that it may live in the world as love. It is so extraordinary that any explanations of it in words are limited, at best. To put it mildly, the human soul is worth fighting for. It is the part of us that feels, that has compassion, creativity and connection to the living reality of the body and the natural world. It just knows when something is genuinely true, and therefore coming from love, or false, and therefore not coming from love. It isn't interested in wrong and right, in judgment, and one belief system over another. The human soul wants to thrive. The only world it knows to be true is love. Without the human soul, this whole divine experiment of Earth School cannot come to its fruition of a radiant world of illumined beings contributing tremendous waves of love to our universe. We have so much power available to us as a species. You only have to feel the energy at a football match to understand that group power is considerable. However, if the soul is not present, that power is unable to be directed into constructive channels to improve our world. Imagine all the potent emotional intensity that is poured into a championship sports event being, instead, sent with intention that a political issue be resolved, for example, or an environmental issue, be supported financially. One person has tremendous power to create difference in the world. Imagine how much power and energy could be generated for the greater good by a group of conscious people with great passion. Working together with conscious intent would make human beings very potent spiritual change agents, and the world would be transformed quickly. And of course, then there is the human soul that you have, beloved. Apart from the power of contributing through a group, you have a very important role as an individual being. You, my beloved, understand something of the spiritual truths that are still hidden from the masses, who are fearful and cannot understand as yet. You are one of the children of the Divine Mother, one of those who walks the path of the living Christ, to assist with raising consciousness on this planet and bringing the spirit into the body so that a human soul can be born. No matter what hungers you may have for status or wealth or pleasure or contentment or service or passion or freedom or more, at the core of any hunger is the hunger for soul. It might be masquerading at times as a hunger for power, relationship, money, or chocolate. Yet underneath all of that, there lies the hunger for life, and life is only directly experienced through the human soul. The mind alone cannot do it. There is no feeling function there. The body alone cannot do it. There is no self-awareness there. It is the mind and body together, through the soul, which creates the capacity to experience, be transformed and nourished through that experience. Without this, it is like being at the most amazing buffet, so very hungry that you are ravenous and having no mouth with which to eat. Surely one definition of hell. Our Lady of Nourishment comes to you with this message. Your hungers will be met. Allow her to show you what you are truly hungering for. Yes, there may be moments of desire for a car or a pair of shoes, but if you allow her, she will lead you far deeper into what you are truly hungering after, so that your hunger can actually be fed. After all, if you are hungry for light, darkness will never satiate your hunger, no matter how much of it you try to consume. She asks that you turn to her with your desires and ask for her help. She will not judge you or condemn you. She will help you. Sometimes she may show you that which you think you want is not actually not what you need or want in truth. She will do so with mercy if you ask her to. The healing process for this oracle will help you. Finally, if you are not sure how this relates to you, then know this. Within you, even if it is not conscious as yet, there is a great hunger and yearning that is soon to emerge. This is an expression of a spiritual call of your own soul to life, a desire to live somewhat fuller, more fearlessly and with greater understanding than before. It might manifest, in a practical sense, as a desire to travel or to commute with people. Travel with people, communicate. Or to communicate with people who are open-minded and willing to listen to you, and who want to speak about all sorts of topics. It might manifest as a desire to break out of the mould of your life and bust through stereotypes. Pray to Our Lady to help you feed your hunger in the most conscious, constructive and healing way possible. She wants to help you now, and only she can truly feed the world. The healing process and affirmation. You are in a softly lit room with a baby being fed by its mother. Feel the peace and quiet in the room, the contentment. The mother softly coos to the baby, perhaps singing a gentle lullaby. The child is in simple bliss, fed and happy and comfortable. Be with the feeling of this. It may be lovely, or it may be confronting if this was not the reality for you. You may find it foreign and strange, or easy to imagine. Whatever you feel is fine, just notice it. Say the following prayer. I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Nourishment, who loves me unconditionally. You who know my deepest hungers and desires, please help me to be truly nourished. Mother, I ask for your support, intervention, and assistance that my soul may be fed, that it may thrive, bringing passion, light, and presence to this world, igniting the souls of others too. May your will be done. Place your hands on your heart and imagine the love of the Divine Mother gently flowing, like mother's milk, in through your hands and pouring into your heart. Stay there for as long as feels good, nourishing or appropriate for you. You may like to close your eyes and relax for several moments like this. When you are ready, simply say this affirmation to close your healing practice. Our Lady of Nourishment true, feeds my soul with all that is real. I grow strong in my light and my presence, becoming a lover and a holy child of this world. I'm going to end on an affirmator. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to end on an Angels of Light card once I've stopped being a bit clumsy. Okay. You've got this. I'm going to pull one of them in a minute, but you've got this, Divine Masculine. Acknowledgement. Look after yourself by acknowledging your desires and needs and taking steps to meet them. Examine and note your gifts, talents, and achievements. When you accept all aspects of yourself, you feel centered and confident. Then you can genuinely acknowledge others. Oh, we've got another one. Become aware of and nurture the good qualities of the people in your life so that they feel relaxed and happy in your presence. Angel wisdom reminds you to recognize who you truly are, an evolved spirit in a human body. When you acknowledge your spiritual dimensions, you will align with your true self and your spirit will soar. We've got be your true self here. Affirmation, I acknowledge who I truly am. And then you've got joy. Joy springs from a sense of connection to the divine and is a quality which illuminates you. Your angel guidance is to cultivate this quality by seeking the divine in every situation. Look beyond the surface and seek the light in the heart of each person. Then you will become aware of the wonder of creation, and joy will ignite your life. Delight in everything, for joy is the key to enlightenment. Enjoy life. Affirmation, I find joy in everything. Joy to the world. Okay, you've got this. I've seen you. Come on. That top one wants to slide out. You can come first then. You always pass failure on the way to success. Okay, it says you always. Okay. So you kind of had to fail so that you could get to success. But that's good, isn't it? It's good to know. Okay, you've got this, let's do it. And I'm going. Everything I need is within me. Don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. Everyone you meet has something to teach you. Yes, they do. Be at ease with yourself. Okay. Be at ease with yourself, otherwise you're going to attract some disease. Okay, that's what disease is. Separate it, it's a dis-ease. So be at ease with yourself. It's really important. Okay, much love to you. Have yourself a fantastic day and I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Bye for now.